Hey guys. So for a couple years now, I've been really struggling with my faith, really wrestling with God, just trying to figure out what all of that looks like in my life. I went through a pretty bad church experience, and I've gone through a lot of pain and a lot of confusion and just a lot of struggle as a result of that. But even as a result of some things that were happening prior to that. It's been really a hard time in my life the past few years. It's been a lot of ups and downs. I've seen a lot of good days, a lot of bad days. But at the heart of it all, I still struggle to really connect with God on a relational level. And I think it's because I haven't been able to work through a lot of what's happened in my own personal life just over the last few years. And so what I'm doing right now is I am attempting to find a way to release some of this and to kind of heal from this and just allow God to do what He's going to do. I've written a lot, and I don't typically share things I write with people, just because it's really something between myself and God. But anytime I share it with people, people always tell me I have a way with words, that I'm really good at writing, that that I should write more and that I should share more. Specifically, my mom has been a big influence in that decision. And I kind of deep down always knew that I was good at writing. I didn't know where that could take me. So a couple months back, it was late at night. I was just really wrestling and really struggling. I couldn't sleep. It was like 3:30 in the morning. I was just laying in bed and really just contemplating where my life was at. Kind of the rough patch my relationship with God has been in, and for the first time in a long time, I really felt like I had connected with God, and I really felt like I needed to share a message with you guys about that night and just the word I received, but also kind of what I was challenged to process with God that night. And so I wrote a poem, a spoken word, and I didn't want it to be something that was super aggressive or hostile or anything like that, which is why I've decided to do it on the back patio of my house late at night in the dark. I'm the only one awake, it's just me, and I've decided that this is the way that I wanted to present this message to you guys. It's not very long, but it is deep, and I just invite you guys to listen and leave me with any feedback you guys have or any questions you guys have. Or I love talking to people. I love sharing with people. I have no problem sharing more of my testimony and things like that. So feel free to reach out if you want. But this is what I've got. It's called God Over Everything. God over everything, at least until everything started to sting. I was once lost, but then I got found. But is it really all that profound? There's a lot you don't know about my story, so let me fill you in so that God can have His glory. You see, Christ gave it all, but I tried standing tall. I gave Him my life, but kept finding myself in strife. Sin, 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 let that sink in. The life that I wanted is what haunted me. Purity and security? Nah, too much insecurities. What do people think of me? What do people expect of me? I could never live up to who they wanted me to be. This Christian thing is hard. I feel so scarred. There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Stand up, man up, meet me outside. One day I hope to figure this all out. Until then, I'll just continue to shout. So many struggles in this life. Lust and trust, Those are just a few things that have buried me in the dust. Porn was my thorn. I just wanted to mourn. I guess it's a good thing I'm being reborn. Want to judge me? Take a seat. I hope you can feel this heat. I've come to this point, I can't take it anymore. I love God, I love people, but that didn't keep me safe under that steeple. The church is supposed to resemble God, but why is it filled with so much fraud? They took a hurting, burnt-out kid and lied about him, and until now, this kid let it define him. No more, I'm done. That church wasn't the church. They were more concerned about selling the merch. I was once a member of their flock, but now I'm just in shock. Refuge was their claim to fame, but it's all just a shame. So much hurt, so much pain. If only they could see the stain. That place over there? No, I'll never go back. I'm tired of always feeling like I'm under attack. Story after story, when does it stop? What's done is done, and they'll have to answer to God. Never again will I play that game, and I will never be the same. They took my fire, and they took my desire. Ministry, that's not for me. But since that day, God has paved the way. God as my strength is something I never understood, until God opened my eyes so that I could. I serve God, I don't serve pastors, and I don't need no masters. The gospel is what God gave me, and the gospel is all that can save me. This is my redemption story, and God gets all the glory. I'm a sinner, but Jesus is the real winner. I'm saved by grace, so I'm going to finish this race. Jesus has my heart, and this is only the start.